So the one that we're talking about right now is the Red, Whites, and Brews Wine and Beer Festival.
Oh, okay.
It'll feature Texas wines, red and white, of course, sweet and dry, all that. And then some Texas brews also.
Uh-huh.
And so the wines will be on the square, and we'll have some more market vendors kind of in there also.
Mm-hmm.
And so far we have 8 wineries. We're trying to get that up to about 15 by then. And so we're doing a pretty aggressive campaign on that. And then Bayou Jack's, Muddy Jake's, and Lou Viney's will have about 3 Texas beers each place, and we'll have a brewery representative in front of each location also. And that will be on May 23rd from noon to 4 p.m. And that's followed up by a market that day also. So we'll probably go from like noon to 10. Also on that day, and what we're hoping to see is that we'll probably have a lot of people come into downtown. We had that rodeo going on, a big rodeo that day will be going on, and then the Lake Fork Toyota Bass Classic is going on that day. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a trolley going back and forth to the hotels also, entertaining our guests.
Mm-hmm. So strictly Texas wines, just all over the state, I guess.
Yeah, so far the farthest one away is Fredericksburg. We have a winery from Fredericksburg coming in. Most of them are kind of regional, like the Tyler area or here locally with Crunk Valley. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's going to be just Texas wines, just Texas beers.
Uh-huh. And Texas beers that are by small breweries and that sort of
most of them, I'm sure that a lot of these
microbreweries,
right? Most of them will be. I'm sure that there will be some, of course, Shiner Bock and Lone Star beer, which is the Texas State beer I learned yesterday. But there'll be some smaller craft breweries too, like Deep Ellum. We'll have their brewery here, and there's several like that will be in also small craft breweries.
Will you have music going on?
We will. We'll have 2 bands. They're 2 local bands. We'll have, I think, Upstroke and then Calvin and Calvin's band.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be some jazz and blues downtown.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just an all-day event, or?
Yeah. Well, from noon to 4, and then from 4 on will be the market, and then we'll have another band too. Then also.
Uh-huh. So it just kind of will segue into the market and just kind of become one with the market.
Right, because wineries can legally sell at markets also because they're considered Texas agriculture.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah, they'll be able to sell there also.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time we've ever done this.
First time ever, yeah. And so we'll see what happens. I think it'll probably be successful, but it's the first time for everything, and it'll grow throughout the years too. We don't plan this to be the only year that we have this.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine this would have an appeal to people that are wine lovers from a wide area. They probably would come some distance to attend an event like this, I would think.
I think there will be. We got now it's only about an hour away, but we have some people from Rockwall I know for sure coming in. Mm-hmm. And wine festivals are big almost everywhere you go. There's one in a neighboring town that they've had for 2 or 3 years, and they have I don't know 400 or 500 people coming to that small one, and that's not as programmed as what we're doing.
This part of a holiday weekend?
It is. It's Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday.
Uh-huh. You mentioned some other events coming up. What else is happening on the calendar?
Well, we had the Rotary Crawdad Festival coming up on the 26th. I got my notes here. I have to look down. On the 26th. And that's all you can eat. Crawdads, I think, is $20 in advance, $30 at the door the day of, I guess. And that will be held on Main Street. And last year that was a great, huge event, and I think this year it will be also. And we're beefing up the marketing on that also. On Facebook, I was looking. I saw some people saying that they're coming from I think as far as Houston to that festival. So I think it's going to be a great one. I don't remember how many tons of crawdads they have. I want to say it's 2 tons, but it's a lot of crawdads. It's enough for everybody.
They won't run out. You don't.
No. Just come out there and enjoy the Cajun food.
Pretty good turnout last year, as I recall, seemed like.
Yeah, and they'll have live music also, and so it's a big entertainment going on. Right. Rotary does a great job with that.
Yeah, people will be looking forward to that. They seemed to enjoy it last year. So.
Right, yeah, they did. And now we have a few other things also. Okay. I think this might be the first time in Sulphur Springs history, but we're part of a national conference going on. It's Congress for New Urbanism is having a national conference out in Dallas. And new urbanism is kind of the planning that we did downtown is a great example of it, where the streets are offset, the narrow roads on Main Street, for instance. But it's got some national attention too. The guy who designed it, Ian Lockwood, will be giving a workshop here on the 30th of April.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be busing people from the Dolphins Hotel, where the conference will be at in downtown Dallas, over to here to check out our downtown
All right.
and talk about what's all going on here.
Yeah. Good to see Ian Lockwood again. It seems like it's been a while. He was there
Right.
at the beginning and got us kind of going.
And he's going to come and talk, I think, with council about form-based codes also, which is a different way of planning for parts of town that we can look at also on the same day. And now the week before that, we had Texas Downtown Association hosting a workshop here in town about code enforcement and downtown. We've made an impression, I guess, statewide with our downtown code enforcement. So they want us to give a presentation on what all's happened downtown and how code enforcement played a role on that. And then the following day, the board is meeting downtown upstairs from Bayou Jacks.
Oh, okay.
So we have a lot of stuff going on.
Can you review the dates for everything again?
I want to add one more, if that's all right.
Oh, okay, sure.
Or two more, sorry. On the 18th, the Sunrise Market starts, which is our morning farmers market. And then on the 2nd of May, our regular nighttime market starts. And then on the 1st of May, we have the movie starting. So I'll try to go over this again.
Okay.
I have to look at my notes myself, too. So in April, on the 18th, you have the morning market starting. And then on the April 23rd and 24th, you have Texas Downtown Association doing a workshop here in town. On the 25th is the Crawdad Festival.
That's in April, right?
Yeah, this is all in April, April 25th. And then on April 30th, we have that national workshop that we're doing here. And then you jump to May 1st, we'll have our first movie night. May 2nd will be our first nighttime farmers market. And May 23rd will be the Wine and Beer Festival. So we have a lot coming on just over the next 30 or 45 days.
All right. Have to kind of gear up. We're still in March, but gear up for April.
Yeah, I kind of consider this the event season starting, you know. And then, of course, we have the watch parties for Hannah Kirby going on Mondays and Tuesdays, which should be on air. So a lot of stuff happening, and this is all good.